Welcome back, gents and lady gents, to Dark Souls Let's Play. Now, we're back at the bonfire simply because I wanted to show you guys that just below our bonfire, we have a very helpful NPC, and I'm going to let him help me out real quick.
Well, there must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Alrighty, there we go. So you can modify your equipment, reinforce your weapons, reinforce your armors, repair, all that good stuff. We're going to go ahead and reinforce a weapon real quick. We're going to go ahead and do the scimitar, to a scimitar +1. Let's go ahead and do that. See how high I can actually get it. Scimitar +2 sounds good. +3. We're getting there. 4. Alright, now if I had 5 more Titanite shards, we can get it to a +5, but hey, +4 we're doing alright. We're not hurting for upgrades there. So come back upstairs. And I believe we're just going to go ahead and sit at this bonfire. I'm going to need to first use that humanity that I picked up. So let's come in here. Take that off. Take off the transient curse. Put on the orange guide and soapstone and humanity. Alright, we've got 4 sitting in our inventory right now. I'm going to go ahead and use 1. Why not 2? Why not 2? Why not both? Alright, so if we sit at a bonfire, we can reverse hollowing. Offer humanity, yes please. Alright, humanity restored. Now, if you notice in the top left corner, the 0-1 went from dull to bright and it is now surrounded by a little white light. That is to signify that yes, we are indeed human. Human. I was going to say humanity, but I stopped short. I don't know why. I should just say we are humanity. We are humanity. We are many, we are legion. Alright, so up in the top left, you can see that it just shows the difference between humanity and hollow. I really like the differentiation, and it's quick at a glance, so you don't have to, do this whole number, come around, look at your face. And as you can see, if you go human, you're not all ugly anymore. You're actually fairly good looking. Yet again, not to say that I'm not good looking, I'm always good looking. Quite a handsome gentleman here, but I'm sure we have plenty of handsome gentlemen watching. Homo? No homo, maybe. I love you all. Alright, now that we're moving out of awkward territory, or maybe moving into it, let's go ahead and kill these guys and get up to the gargoyles, because I did promise you guys a boss fight. So let's do what we can to make sure that happens. Almost took some damage there, and of course we're always going for backstabs. Just the best thing we can possibly do when it comes to playing Dark Souls. Just keep the combat short and simple. Got that going on. Alrighty. Move ourselves up into the tower. Now, like I said, the Tower Knight, he is a one-shot enemy here, so he's gone. We don't have to worry about him again, and the same can be said for the Channeler that is up top. However, this guy on the stairwell is still going to be a pain in the ass. Now, oh, got a backstab, sweet. I honestly didn't think that was going to happen. Oh man, that just made my day. Even if I die up here to the gargoyles, I'm doing okay. Let's see this guy. Ran in here. Nope, he died. Alright, I always enjoy that. It's just humorous for me. Alright, let's go ahead and equip the scimitar +4. And for shiggles, I went ahead and shorted craps and giggles for shiggles. I should patent that word. I'm going to equip the night shield. Oh, I don't even have enough strength. Oh, that's terrible. I'd have to two-hand it. Let's keep the target shield on for now then. I was really hoping to negate a lot of the damage that the boss was going to try to do to me via blocking. But hey, here's another one. What'd you do here? Of course, it could be said that this little trap of plenty of hollows can, if you're not prepared for it, if you don't have a decent strategy for taking them out, can really take you by surprise, catch you off guard, and if it does so, it is fairly easy for them to go ahead and take your life, especially if they start to do the heavy 6-attack combo. I believe it's 6, I'm not sure. I haven't really counted, but it definitely looks like it's enough. If they do that attack right there and they catch you off guard, whether they catch you with your shield down, you can't get out of it. That is a game ender, unfortunately. And, God, I never let them telegraph their attacks really well for me. Now, broken straight sword. Now, the broken swords, like I think I've already explained them, later on you can craft a sword called the Great Sword of Arturius, I believe. Not 100% on that. But unfortunately, like I said earlier, if we have problems summoning, which we have, and I haven't really gotten it sorted out yet, we can summon a couple people to help us. Now, if you remember Knight Lautrec from last episode, if you go back and rest at the bonfire, his summon sign is supposed to plop down over here in the corner. Don't know why it hasn't. It's been a problem for me quite a few times. But up here, you can see that this bright golden one, This is going to be Solaire. He told us that he would help us engage in jolly cooperation, and here he is. Now, I might go rest the bonfire one more time just to try to get Lautrec in here, because it is really nice to have somebody helping you out. Let me go see if he's still in his cell. Maybe we need to talk to him one more time. I'm not certain on what's going on there. Like I said, I've had problems with getting his help before. I've only had him help me out one time. But since I can't summon in any actual human help, any help that I can get from an NPC is highly appreciated, and will really just make this a lot easier than it has to be. I was really hoping to sneak around him when he attacked. Alright. Now, there we go, got it done. Alright, I really thought he might charge me and go for the attack there. Luckily he didn't. You know, God, I hate these guys. They're just worse than anything. But we got a backstab anyhow. Alrighty, so come up here, and I believe the door stays broken. I don't think I'll have to break it again. Maybe I just have to talk to him again? I'm really not sure exactly what conditions need to be met to make him leave and help you out when he does. But as we can see, like, he's gone. He's not here, so he should be available to help. Let's go rest at the bonfire one more time, and if he's not there, we'll do it with Solaire by himself. And hopefully we will be able to just do everything that needs to be done to beat the boss. The Gargoyles is one that I do have some trouble on, I'm not going to lie. There's a couple big bosses in the game, but then again, it's Dark Souls. It is reportedly the hardest game that's been made to date. That is from the developers, of course. I don't usually have as much trouble as I've had recently during this Let's Play, but that's probably because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, and that is fairly difficult. So we'll go ahead, come over here, rest, get it done, and hopefully he is back and doing what needs to be done. So get over here. Now, if you're still with us and you're still watching, we greatly appreciate it. I surely do appreciate that you're watching and enjoying the game. I hope you're enjoying it at least. I hope you wouldn't watch this many episodes and just be like, screw this guy, he's not entertaining whatsoever. But hey, hopefully. Alright, we'll sit down again. And that should reset everything. Of course, enemies are reset, so hopefully, cross our fingers, cross my heart, not necessarily hope to die. I would never hope to die in Dark Souls. It's just asking for trouble. But I might stick a needle in my eye just to have Lautrec's help on the Gargoyles. Simply, like I said, I've had problems with them in the past. It's one of those bosses that I just never can seem to get the hang of. Unless, of course, I'm using my big weapons like I usually do. But, of course, coming from really big weapons into smaller, quicker weapons, I haven't really made the transition well, as we also have seen. I generally die quite a few times. But, hey, you know, why not learn a new way to play the game? Alrighty, get up here. Okay, now, if I equip the scimitar over here just for the sake of quickness, am I still at a... Yeah, I'm still at a quick roll, so I'll just leave it like that so I don't have to keep pausing the menu to swap over every time I do. And we'll get up here. Hopefully I can backstab this knight on the stairs so we don't have a long drawn-out fight. And, of course, it's just not going to happen for... Oh! Nope, not going to happen. Alright, I was really hoping to keep going for it. Around the corner. I really hate to be using this Estus before the fight, but I mean, I guess I'll do what I gotta do. There it is. Backstab Central. Alright, lead 360 no scope kill right there. Pull out our scimitar and get ready for the room of... I want to call it a trap room, but it's not really a trap. It's just placement, like enemy placement. Now, if they all fell out of the ceiling or something, with a big happy birthday banner, you died banner, that would definitely be a trap, and I would not feel great about it, but as it stands now, it's not necessarily a trap. God, just too many of these guys. And I went for the flourish there, and it didn't work out for me. I took some damage that I didn't want to take. Of course, like I said, I don't want to use too much Estus before I get up there, but this game just has a habit of making me a liar and proving me wrong here. Now, I don't think that attack should have landed through enemies, but hey, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Alright, I'll probably end up using yet another one right up here off the bat, but what can you do? Be better at the game, I suppose. Probably get some comments like that. What can you do? Be better at the game, asshole. Learn how to play. Alright, go ahead and climb this ladder, and hopefully, Lautrec is got his summon sign down over here. Of course not. Why would the game do anything we want it to do? Now, it is supposed to be over here. Again, I don't know what what conditions need to be met. Maybe somebody can tell me, so we can pass that on to the other viewers, but I just, for the life of me, I cannot seem to meet those conditions. So we're going to go ahead and summon Knight Solaire. And shouldn't have any problems, I swear, if I do. Let me see if I have any more of the lightning resin. If I did, which I don't. Oh, there he is. Woo, praise the sun. Alright. Now, if only I could be so grossly incandescent. Let's go ahead and step through and try our hand at this boss fight and see if we can't just get it done. It is one of the more difficult ones for me, as I've said before. Let's go ahead and start walking across, get this cutscene. I'm not going to... That is one big beefy mofo, and I believe I'm just going to count on Solaire to do some tanking here for me, but unfortunately no. Now, the weakness for this boss is lightning, so if you have any of the resin that you had last time that you get when you pick it up, if you have any of that, that is highly recommended for taking on these bosses. Both are resistant to lightning, but the second one, here to say, when you get this first gargoyle down to half health, another one will come down to help him out. And if you cut off his tail, you will get the his tail as an axe. It's a weapon that you can use called the Gargoyle Tail Axe, I believe is what it's called. Now, got him taken care of. Actually got his tail chopped off, it looks like. There it is. Alright, cool. Thank you, Solaire. Really being a bro there, helping out. Now, if you would kindly get off my screen so I can see what's going on there. Now the second one breathes fire. Now the second one, like I said, the first gargoyle is susceptible to lightning, as is the second. But the second is the only one that is subjected to fire damage. So if you have anything that can be used for fire damage, it is also not very resistant to fire. The second one only, I believe. The first one, however, is very susceptible to lightning damage. So if you get any of the resin, use that. I believe there's another resin you can use to go ahead and add fire to your weapon. I'm sure you can get down into the depths. There's a merchant down there that will sell it. I'm sure you can get down to the lower Blight Town, to the merchant there. I'm pretty sure you can get there before you fight the gargoyle. So hey, if you feel like it, I might show that merchant here in a little bit. You can go ahead and get that, and by doing that, you can get the... God, I can't even think right now. You get the resin that adds fire to your weapon to really hurt that second one. But again, Solaire is a great help in some boss fights, and it really looks like in the Prepare to Die edition, they really stepped him up. His AI, his damage, I don't know what they did to him, but he always seems to be a clueless, bumbling idiot in my when I summon him on PS3. Ring the bell, Undead Church. There's a Chief Get. Alright. Got a Chief. Now, one thing to note that I think is really interesting, I think it really adds a lot of depth to the game. Now, we've already discussed how the game exists in not separate realms, but separate timelines, really. Different worlds colliding with one another, and that's why you can summon help, like Solaire himself mentions. Now, because these worlds are coming close together, one really interesting note is if you are here in the asylum, or if you are anywhere else and somebody else rings the bell while you're connected to the online network, the bell will actually ring in your world as well, which I think was a really nifty touch that they did. Let's talk to this guy.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the Power. Thou appearest to lack faith. Yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Now, this guy's domain is sin, as the goddess Velka is does not actually get shown in the game, but definitely does make some appearances in, what do you call them? Can't even think of it right now. But here's the Bloodbite Ring and the Poison Bite Ring. In item descriptions, there's the word I was looking for. She makes some very big appearances and item descriptions, and you can learn a lot about the goddess Felka through item descriptions, since she never actually made it to the game. Now, she is the goddess of sin and all that, and he is her partner. So basically, he's the guy who takes care of all the sin in the mortal plane for her, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the Blood Bite Ring and the Poison Bite Ring give you a huge boost to bleeding resistance and poison resistance. I might take that Poison Bite Ring before we head down into the Blight Town and all that to avoid toxin and poison damage. But here's Velka's Talisman. Now, one thing interesting to note is if you are playing a character that uses miracles, and you are also trying to use a spell. So if you're doing a spell and miracle-based character mix, what you can do is that talisman will increase and scale with intelligence rather than with faith. So if you've got some miracles that you like to use, like Heal or Lightning Spear, the spear that we saw Gwen throw in the opening cutscene, and I believe that we did catch Solaire throwing one right at the beginning of the Gargoyle fight. Now, if you're doing anything like that, and you have a higher intelligence than you do faith, but you still want to cast those miracles, you can use Felka's Talisman to boost the power of those via intelligence rather than faith. So if your intelligence is higher than your faith, you will get a higher damage scale based on intelligence, which is one thing that's really nifty. They really allowed a lot of different playstyles in the game, which I think is really nifty. It's always really good to not limit your players and what they can do and what they can't do in the game. I always really appreciate that. I like to see a game that really allows you to do what you want, and Dark Souls is definitely one of those games where they just go above and beyond to really say, hey, there's nowhere that you can't go, there's nothing that you can't do right off the bat, except of course reach in-game final boss. Can't do that right off the bat. There are some items required before you can do that. Now the next area we have to hit is going to be Blight Town, and it is one of the most hated areas, especially from what I've seen when capturing video of it, because it is notorious for a frame rate drop issue. Now, since this is a straight from 360 port, I do not doubt that it is maintained here, the frame rate drop. And unfortunately, since it's maintained here, we'll really have to mind our P's and Q's, if you will, while we are down in the Blight Town area. Unfortunately, that's where the next bell is that we have to ring to get into the next areas. So we do have to go there. I'm not sure if we're going to do that right off the bat first, or if we're going to give it some time. But I'm going to go ahead and get Vitality to 17. And level us up to 24. Like I said, I'm really trying not to do any off-screen leveling anymore, because it really seems to just throw a wrench in the works, gets rid of my mojo, if you will. And I know that there are some people out there that just really don't like people to off-screen. So we're going to come down here, and this is a Titanite Demon, ladies and gentlemen. Hits really hard, but again, he's a one-shot enemy. So if we can get behind him, we can get some damage in, and hopefully kill him here. He's the first one you really run into. You want to stay on his side, right up against him, or behind him where he can't hit you. Now the stairs are another good place to really fight him, because when you are on the stairs, he swings above you, which is nice. Now watch for that attack, because if he pins you to the ground with that, it does just a lot of damage, and it can really end your game fairly quickly and make you have a bad day. I'm doing a lot better than I usually do here, in all honesty, and crap on a stick. That is his ranged lightning attack. If you're too far away from him, he will just do that, rather than anything else. And you'll have just a really hard time trying to fight him like that. I'm really trying to get around to that other side. Like I said, if you can be behind him, you're really going to have a much easier time fighting him. And I don't really need to worry about that swing, as I was above him, but as you can see, that was one hit, did quite a bit of damage. I'm really glad that I upped my Vitality stat. And there it was. That's his really big hitter on and there it is. We killed him. All right, that's his really big hitter for damage. What did he drop for us? He will drop Demon Titanite. Now, Demon Titanite is used to upgrade unique weapons throughout the game, and unique weapons being anything you use a soul of a defeated boss to create. And there's a lot of those in the game, and I don't know if I'll cover them all. I might cover some of them, get some of them made just to kind of show them off. But really, what it does is it allows you to have just a really powerful weapon, and you can't upgrade it otherwise. So what you'll do is you'll get a regular weapon, upgrade it to, I believe, +5 or +10, and then once it's at that level, you can add the soul to it at a blacksmith later in the game to go ahead and get it upgraded to a unique weapon. And they usually have some fairly good effects tacked onto them. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our time limit. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I really do. We finally beat the Gargoyles and did that like I promised we would. Got our first boss beaten. Next episode, we will definitely try to get ourselves down into the depths so we can get our make some progress towards Blighttown. I'm not exactly certain on if we'll make it there all the way because we might do some exploring in the Darkroot Basin first. If we do that, definitely try to beat 1 or 2 bosses down there. I haven't really decided which ones I want to fight yet, but let's definitely stick around and find out next time, and I will see y'all. Y'all have a great one, ladies and gents, and hopefully we see you come back. Have a great one. Bye.